So hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to solve this problem of GFG problem of the day. It's marked medium, so let's see what this problem trying to say and how to approach this. So sorting elements of an array by frequency. Given an array of integers a sort according to the frequency of elements. Element with higher frequency comes first. If frequency of two elements are same, then smaller will be first. So the 2 points to be noticed here is higher frequency will come first, then lower frequency. What if frequency is same? If both frequencies same, then smaller number comes first. So if double equal to, then smaller number. So let's see how we can sort the array. So here we will be using the lambda functions of the to sort the array, because if we want to sort it, like let's take an example 99925. Let's take an example of 99925. Okay, so here what we are saying that higher frequency will come first, then lower frequency, and if the frequency is similar, then the smaller number will come first. So 9 frequency is 3. 2 frequency is 1. 5 frequency is 1. So what will be the output? Here the frequency of 9 is greater than all of them, so 9 will come first, 9 will come first, 9 will come first, then 2. So I think it will be similar to this only. So then 2 will come, then 5 will come, because the frequency of both the elements are same. So we are told that smaller number will be coming first. So 2 have came first. So let's see how we can use the comparator or lambda function to solve this problem. So okay, so what we will do is we will take the help of map and store the frequency of all of the elements. Like in map we'll be storing the frequency of all the elements. So here 9 is equals to 3, 2 is equals to 1, and 5 is equals to 1. Okay, and now we will apply the sort function here. Here is the code. Here is the code for this, and inside the sort function, like by default, if we use the STL standard template library, then it will provide that sort array.begin array.end. That's it, and it will sort the given array in ascending order. But if we want to sort it in our customized way, then we have to put the lambda function. Now what is lambda function? Like here also we can put the lambda function. Like see, we can write that this is the syntax to write the lambda function. So and then we will take the open bracket. Now we will put the two elements, like from the array a we will be getting two elements, so that we will be comparing int a, int b. Now what we will have to do is, still this bracket didn't closed, so we have to take care of this at last. Now this function, this lambda function opens, and we will see that if map, whatever map we have stored all the data with frequencies, so we will check if map of a double equal to map of b. What this means? It means that the frequency of a and frequency of b in the map is same. So what we will return? We'll return a less than b. It means indirectly we are saying that sort the array in the manner where if the frequencies are same, then sort the elements in the order like a should be less than b. Means in the array you will have to put a less than b. Okay, This just simply depicts this. And if not, this is not the case, then we return MP of A greater than MP of B. Means what? Whosoever be the elements which comes in A or B, you always have to return the frequency, return the element whose frequency is greater. You have to sort the, like we are comparing two elements and we'll returning, like if A, let's say here A comes 2 and B comes 3 and frequency of A is smaller than frequency of B, then this will return false. Then so A should not be coming first in this case. But if the same elements coming in A, like 2 is in this and okay, 9 is coming here and 2 is coming here. 9 frequency is 3, 2 frequency is 1, so frequency will be 3 greater than 1. Yes, it will send true. Then it will be putting 9 before 2. So this is how it is working, lambda function. So we will be closing this and at last we will be closing this sort function. Okay. And at last we'll be closing this and putting this. Now one thing to be noticed here is as a part of the syntax, like we are accessing the MP map here, also MP inside the sort function, so we will have to pass it here. Either we can pass the unordered map here by like statically, or to like improve the code dynamically, we can pass ampersand here, so that it can take all the elements which is declared above this lambda, above this, like before the sort function. Now what we can do is we can pass it like here. Otherwise we can do one thing, like we can write the auto lambda auto lambda is equals to same ampersand this int A int B, and write the same code inside the lambda function and pass this lambda in let's say I'll write it sort array dot begin array dot end comma lambda, and that's it. Our this sort function will give will sort our array in the desired output, like how we want this to be sorted. So here I have done the same thing. So let's comment this code. I'll be explaining this code afterwards, why I have written this. So let's see. MP of array, same I have written the first I have declared the unordered map, then I am running a for loop to store the elements of the array and its frequency in the unordered map. Then I have written the lambda function, same I have passed int A int B, and map is map of array. Agar if frequency of A and frequency of B is same, then the smaller one should become first. Else if the element which should come first, whose frequency is greater than frequency of this, whatever the elements be, and I have passed this lambda function inside the sort, and finally returning the array. It will run fine. Okay, let's submit. On one or two case it's not passing. Okay. Okay, it's almost passed, but for one or two cases it's giving time limit exceed. So that's why what I have done is I have gone through another approach to solve this problem. So in this also I have done the same thing, like instead doing the applying the lambda function by using the map, What I have done here is I have used the unordered map, the same thing which I have done in the above code. I have stored the elements in the array. I have created the, instead of this, let's see, instead of creating a like map and directly applying the sort function, lambda function by using the map, what I have done is I have created the vector of pair int comma int, so that I can store temp, so that I can store 9 comma 3. So let's say in pair what I have stored 9 comma 3, 2 comma 1 and 5 comma 1 I have stored in this, and then I have applied the comparator function lambda function in the temp vector, so that it will be sorted like this: 9 comma 3 because the frequency of 9 is greater, 2 comma 1 and 5 comma 1, the frequencies are both have same, so we will be having 2 comma 1 first, then we will be having 5 comma 1 later. So I have done this, and at last what I have done is I have created an answer vector, and I have run a for loop in the temp vector, and if I am encountering this 9, so till 9 dot second, like temp I dot second, I'll run a loop and store it in the answer vector. Like I'll put 9, then I'll put 9, then I'll put 9, then come to this. Like while I'll be running that temp I dot second, I'll be putting 2, then I'll be putting 5. So this way from temp vector I have stored in the answer vector, and finally I'll be returning the answer vector. So I have done this same lambda functions. Here we are getting pair of int of a int comma int a and pair of int comma int b, and if a dot second double equal to b dot second, so let's see, a dot second means this, a dot second and b dot second. Like here we are getting the map, okay, like in sort function we have passed the array, and in array we have the single element, so we are getting the single elements to be compared, but we are applying the lambda function in the temp, and here is the pair of int, so we'll be getting the pair of int of a, pair of int of b, and if pair of int of a dot second means this value and pair of int of b dot second means this value, if this frequency is same, like in this case 1 and 1 are same, so we will be putting 2 first then 5. So here we have done the same, a dot first is less than b dot first, means a dot first should be coming first then b dot first, else if it is not same, a dot second is not same, then put the element first whose second value is greater than the b dot second value, means whose frequency is greater. Okay, so now I have created the temp vector. I have just initialized the lambda function before creating the temp vector. Okay, so I have pushed the temp, like I have iterated through the map and pushed in the temp vector, like this one I have to push it in the temp vector, this 9 comma 3 I have pushed, then 5 comma 1, then 2 comma 1, that's it. And now okay, and now sort temp dot begin, temp dot end. Now I have created the answer vector, and finally running in the temp dot size, means while temp like this one, I'm running this loop, and putting the 9 in the answer till 3 times, like doing the same. Answer dot pushback temp I dot first means putting the 9 until and unless 3 times I'm running the second loop, and finally returning the answer. So running this, okay, and passing. So it has passed. So that is it for the day. So thank you for watching. Thank you.